All right, here we go. Happy Saturday, Knicks Nation. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man JL's from Nick of Time Show. The Mike Miller era has kicked off with a crushing loss at Madison Square Garden. Knicks lose to the Pacers 104 to 103. JL's, how you feeling tonight, man?
I feel great, CP. I'm not gonna lie. I feel great.
Oh, man, listen, let me tell you something, man. The Knicks were down by 5 points with 5 minutes to go. 5:17 to be precise. They were down 103 to 98. Down by 5 points and could not close this team out. The Pacers did not score from that point on. The Knicks went 1 for 14 to close the game. And you knew it was going to come down to free throws as Julius Randle fails to connect on 2 of 2. And the Knicks lose by 1, bro. Talk to me, man.
We all knew Julius Randle was gonna miss.
Oh,
right?
we knew. And the first one was so smooth. The first one was so smooth, boy. And the second one, as soon as he let it go, was like, oh, man, bro.
I was surprised I wasn't hurt. I was just like, listen, we were in the game. I saw some good things today. I'll take that. Because I already knew there's no way in hell Randle was going to hit 2 in a row with the game on the line. He hasn't hit 2 in a row all season. The only time he hit 2 in a row was today, and that's only because there was a lane violation. He
yeah, right. So they gave him a bly on that one. Oh, gosh, man. It's the life of a Knicks fan, JL. It just can't be easy, man. Can never be easy, man.
Yeah, but on the good side of things, the Knicks showed some things that we can build on. Hopefully,
yeah.
The new coach, the Mike Miller era,
and let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, man. The Mike Miller era kicked off today. What did you see out there in terms? Obviously, we weren't going to see day and night changes, right? But there were certainly some adjustments out there that I saw. What did you see out there from the new team under the new regime?
Oh man, just it was just like it was like a breath of fresh air, though. It was simple things that regular NBA teams do, like don't have your power forward run the offense. That was the biggest thing I saw today. I didn't see Randle bringing up the ball not one time. When I seen Randle get the ball, it was off of a secondary action.
Right,
the guard had the ball first, did a little dribble, passed it off to Randle, and he made a quick decision, quick move to the rim, or he drove and kicked. So I mean, that's the first biggest thing I noticed. What about you, CT?
I agree with you. The guard play, the guard play in terms of just attacking the paint, man. They were just very intentional, as you said, very quick with their decision making. The pick and rolls were being run a lot more. We saw Mitch getting involved very early. I mean, the first possession of the game, we saw Frank get all the way into the paint. And kick it to Randle. I think he found somebody else for a score, but I liked how the guards were definitely attacking. How about on defense? No switching. No switching on the defensive end. That was a major change from the previous game where they really got crushed and bombed from downtown. I mean, obviously they lost the game and there were some spots where the defense was a little bit porous, but I thought overall, I thought the defense was okay tonight.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. Like, there was no switching, like you said. They didn't play the pick and roll perfectly,
right,
in the first half.
Yeah,
but the second half they made adjustments, and they were able to do pretty well on the pick and roll, and they were also able to rotate pretty damn good for the entire second half, to the point where they only scored 15 points. The Pacers only scored 15 points in the fourth quarter, and 23 in the third quarter after scoring 30 in the first 2 quarters. So it was like it was night and day. I like the defensive adjustments from the Knicks.
A lot of like you said, the defensive adjustments were pretty good. I thought, again, the guard play was good. I thought Peyton gave us good minutes off the bench. In terms of facilitating, in terms of orchestrating, he couldn't hit it. He couldn't buy a basket from 3 feet away. I mean, we were just building a brick house from 3 feet away, man. Goodness.
Yeah, like he hit an open 3 that I was surprised with in, because it was a line drive, but it went in. And he seems to make those sometimes when it's a tight game. But
90 seconds.
He doesn't really hit 2 in a row all the time. But the thing with Peyton was saw the impact he has on the game. When Peyton turns it on defensively, he turns it on defensively. And he can really disrupt the defense when he's really focused in. And he did that today. And at the same time, he set the table for a lot of these guys in the second half to the point where Frank didn't even get back in the game.
Yeah. And that was a good call. That was a good call by the coach because Peyton had it rolling. He was definitely getting the offense in order and getting guys together, really hustling on the defensive end as well, trying to cause some turnovers and get us back in the game. We just could not get the timely hoops to close this one out. 1 for 14 in the final 5 minutes, Jay Ellis. That is the story of this team. We just cannot – we just do not have the scoring. We do not have the scoring, man, to keep up.
Yeah, they got tight. That's what it was.
Got tight.
We got tight because we got a lot of great rebounds and we got a lot of great looks. And shots, RJ was wide open for a few. One shooter, Morris was open. Like we had some great looks, but we just got tight. They wanted that win so bad, and I feel like they collapsed a little bit.
Yeah, they wanted it, man. And Morris, give credit to Mookie, had another solid game, 25 points on the night. Randall, listen, man. I think he started the game off well.
Yeah,
I thought he took advantage of the Pacers, especially when the guy's name is slipping me, man. With the braids, he had a nasty finish to the game. He was blocking everything. Miles Turner. I thought when Miles Turner went out the game, I thought Randall was able to take advantage. When Turner came back into the game, though, he was really an enforcer out there in the paint, and that was part of the reason why we couldn't get much close to the rim.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. But, I mean, he played pretty well the whole game until the last few minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But overall, he played well. Overall, I was happy with Randall.
That's what I mean. But it's just in crunch time when you needed him, he reverted back to his old ways. The glass slipper fell off for Cinderella there. You know what I'm saying?
There was one particular play when we when we missed like four shots in a row, and Randall got the ball. Morris was wide open for three by himself.
Yeah, he missed him. Completely missed him.
And he completely tunnel visioned and dove into like four people when he's been kicking the ball out all night. So I would like to see him pass the ball there, but I'm not going to super kill him because he did pass the ball a few times right before that. But I wish he'd have passed to Morris there because that was the right play.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, man. When we go into this draft, we need another scorer out there. We need another shooter. If you're gonna have RJ out there, you're gonna need if it's the point guard you're getting, he's got to be able to score, man. He has to be able to shoot, bro. Because and that's why I'm more so I'm very open for Anthony Edwards, even though people are like, yo, we need a point guard. We need somebody that can put the ball in the hole, man. You know, it can't just be Morris being your only good perimeter shooter out there. We're just not gonna be good.
Yeah, man. Listen, like we said before about point guards versus playmakers. If you can have playmakers, you don't necessarily need a superstar point guard. But I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I'm good on Anthony Edwards coming over here and putting the ball in the hole. Sure.
Got to, man. Got to. Because this was they went 1 for 14 down the stretch. At one point, they were stumbling and bumbling so much, JLs. I thought it was just one big Charles Smith highlight reel. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, Charles Smith. Oh, Charles Smith. Oh, my God.
It was, woo.
It was just knocking you upside the head, man. The foolery. And Clyde was getting a kick out of it. Clyde was just killing him down the stretch of the fourth quarter, man.
The circus was in town, but they wanted it. I mean, we lost, but I mean, I'm not mad, man. I'm not even mad, yo. I'm just glad that Mike Miller came in here and he seemed to put his imprint on the game a little bit. And at the same time, I think the players themselves ensured a little more hustle. So we'll see if this lasts the second game, you know.
See what happens. You know, is it a coaching effect or is it a desperate team trying to impress and you know, tired of embarrassing themselves as they have in the past few games? Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
I definitely think it's both because tactically the pick and roll thing was getting too the switching was too.
The switching, and he simplified. He kept it simple. Hey, play your man.
Yeah, exactly.
If it breaks down, next man up, and we'll rotate a little bit easier. Yeah. I just think maybe we just don't have the personnel with the proper awareness and IQ right now to just be a full out switching team and be able to recover. So I think keeping it simple for right now is a better way to go.
Yeah. So I mean, kudos to Mike. It wasn't a hard call to make. It was very obvious to everybody watching.
Right.
But he made that call and that worked. Putting the ball in our guards and wings a lot more worked. Even last play of the game, they went ISO Morris a little.
Yeah, they did.
They went ISO Morris a little, but at least they got him a shot in his area, 15-footer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. Overall, pretty good showing for Mike Miller, I think.
Yeah, it was a tough loss, man. But salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. This is Knicks Post Game Live, the #1 show for the fans by the fans. CP from KnicksFanTV, my man Jay Els from Nick of Time Show. If you're a diehard Knicks fan who loves to talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post game live analysis featuring live callers who we're gonna hear from next, smash that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Welcome to the show. Leon Johnson, appreciate it, sends us a super chat. He says, Randall with the Sidney Dean brick.
Damn.
Yo, let me tell you something. When that second one went off, I literally thought it was going to go over the basket. Like, I was just like, oh, my God. I said, oh, man. He didn't even give you a chance to dream, Jailers. I mean, that thing was gone. Like,
yeah, it was gone.
Even Clyde was like, oh.
The classic Clyde.
Oh. The Clyde was like, oh my God.
Man. Yo, man, I'm so desensitized. It's not even funny. I was even holding my breath, CP.
I'm telling you.
I was like, oh, he's missing this one.
We need Ari to kick us off on this one. Ari, what happened tonight, man? What happened with your boy Randall tonight, man? Talk to me, man.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro.
Man, all right. Well, listen, I wanted to call in tonight and talk about, like, Fizdale and the whole firing and how he hasn't gotten arrested yet, so I'm still a little upset about that. I'm also a little bit upset about the fact that, Steve Mills is still here, but I'll get to that in a second. But, listen, everyone's talking about Julius Randle and the free throws. Everyone knew he wasn't going to hit the free throws, okay?
Yeah.
But what I'm more concerned about is the 6 for 18 shooting, and literally every time this guy touches the ball, he either turns it over, gets stripped and doesn't turn it over, gets blocked, or it's like throws up a brick. Like, how small are these guys' hands? Like, what is wrong with this dude?
Yeah, his
and I really
hands,
want
he
all
always
Sergio
gets
fans
stripped,
in here.
man. Always gets stripped.
He only has one turnover today. But
Where are the Sergio fans right now? I don't understand. I was getting ripped. Where are you guys? Like, yo, put your name where you said you was putting your name. Say you made a mistake. Own up your sins. Sid Leonard, CP the Artist.
Always calling names again tonight.
Debbie Samaritan, Sublime Music Group, Chris Ciara, Macho Man, Enzo, Brian Bazin, Locks Maine. The only locks I eat is on my bagel, bro. Like, come on, dog. What is this? Like, yo, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here, dude? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. People don't put respect on my name, saying like I don't know basketball or anything like this. I called this, bro. This is ridiculous. I don't know why this guy got $63 million. It makes me hate Steve Mills even more. I hate Steve Mills. He needs to go. More than Fizdale, he needs to go. And this is the problem. And I'll tell you the real problem right now, CP. CP, the real problem right now is the trade deadline is coming up, and Steve Mills is still on our team. Like, we cannot have him blow this for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should be out before December 15th and before, you know?
Yeah, they're going to be on the clock.
We're going to trust this guy to make these moves?
Well, I sure as hell don't, man. I sure as hell don't, man. Appreciate the call, man. Mills got to go. As we've, I think the fan base has beat it over the head, made it clear to you. Mills has got to go. Ari sounded off, set the tone for the night, man. He's not happy tonight, man.
He's not happy. Listen, I'm not killing Reynolds tonight. I know he shot bad, but he's +10. He played pretty well for the whole night. The last quarter he was sucky though.
Yeah.
But I'm not killing him.
Listen, when the rubber met the road, when the money was on the line, he just didn't give us what we needed.
Yeah, missed free throw.
Caught him a couple missed buckets right at the rim. Again, like I said, Turner was out there beasting, just protecting the paint, but it was all bad. It was all bad, man.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, there's other nights I could kill Randall. I'm not gonna super kill him tonight.
I hate you, man. Let's get to Raekwon from the Bronx. Raekwon, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. CPJLS, how y'all doing, man?
Good, bro. How you doing, bro?
Good. Oh boy, man. I'm so glad Fizdale is fired, man. But let's get right into it, man, guys. So if you guys been watching Randall and RJ, man, the thing with them is, man, these guys, they're the best guys on our team, right? So they got to learn how to hit these free throws, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, what is Randall doing, man? He's looking like Eddie Curry out there, CP.
It's
like,
not good,
what's up
man.
with your boy, man?
It's not good.
And what you call it? Yeah, RJ, he just gotta hit them shots. You know, I've seen a lot of consistency from him. You know, and another thing, CP and JLS, that I like. You know, what Mike Miller's system was. If you guys are watching, we didn't see Julius Randle coming up. You know, like hitting threes, a lot of threes. He was just playing down low, and that's his game. That's his natural game. You know, he got to come down low, do his thing. And so, but as far as that, man, like I said, I feel like the team is just, they look like they're playing together. You know, they look like they're listening to Mike Miller. And another thing about Mike Miller is, I could tell, you know, like right now, man, he's different from Fizz. You know, like when you watch him, he's not, you know, like scratching his head, you know, all these kind of silly antics. He's just calm, collected. You know, he look like he know what he's doing, man. And so I'm kind of proud of that. But like I said, you know, I kind of see some improvements, and hopefully, you know, we could get it together. But that's all I wanted to say, man. And shout out to KnicksFanTV, guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Raekwon.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay. It's good.
No, it's just funny that people are so tired of Fizz, they complain about him scratching his head.
Real talk, man. Well, listen, we had a monster show yesterday, man. Crazy show. We didn't get a chance to get you on the show. What did you think about the Fizz firing and that whole fiasco, man?
Yeah, it was one of those things where I thought he could last the end of the year, but after that 2-game winning streak, I said it on the show. I was like, damn, I don't know if he's gonna last the night. And and sure enough, he was gone. And it's just like at this point, I'm just glad to move on. At this point, I'm just glad to move on and to seem like we have a competent coach so far. We'll see how it goes. I'm waiting to see what kind of impact Mike Miller has on his team. He's had a pretty good impact on the G League. He's done well in college, and he's not going to be too far away from what the guys know already. So, you know what? I'm just curious to see where he goes with this, and if we even going to need a coach next season, if he's going to do that well, or if we're still going to completely change courses later on, man.
Gonna be interested to see. He's certainly on a 60-game tryout for sure. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But he certainly comes highly recommended, highly touted, and respected around the league. We'll see. So was the last guy. So we'll see. So was
the last guy.
Yeah, we'll see. But as I told you, you know, from the podcast that we did earlier this week, I didn't think he was gonna last, and he sure enough didn't. And I thought that that last game was the icing on the cake for him. You just weren't gonna survive that right in front of Dolan. There was no way he was gonna come out on top of that. I thought that, you know, the reactions lead wide was a clear shot at the top. And whether it's Dolan, whether it's Mills, you know, players, executives, coaches, they all took their digs at the top. And we expected it, right? Right. We definitely expected it. You can only hope that Dolan finally listens, right?
Yeah, not for sure. But, like, there's still this weird thing where, you know, people who don't watch the Knicks closely,
yes,
comment, and then the noise I was going to curse again. Mm-hmm. It annoys me. It annoys me when people who don't watch the Knicks make a comment, and then they'll say stuff like, well, look at the way the team was constructed. David Fizdale didn't deserve that because the way the team was constructed. Like, we all know that the team was constructed weird, but David Fizdale had a lot to do with the way we were losing. I feel like unless you watch this team night after night and you just don't, watch the score at the end of the nights when you're watching your 38 teams, you don't realize the nuance and the things that David Fizdale does that isn't conducive to a winning NBA team.
Yep, I agree. They're definitely not watching the games. Their takes are more, media generated from, high level shots at the Knicks, which are still true. But again, they're not taking into consideration the day in, day out execution or lack thereof that Fizdale was here doing. So I definitely agree with you on that. I think, again, I just hope Dolan really takes – because there's one thing with Dolan, and I said this earlier when we did the season preview, is that he certainly reacts to the noise, right?
Yeah.
He reacts to the noise. I said that a while ago, and I knew when we were going to get off to this slow start that he was going to push that panic button and get him out of here. Rightfully, wrongly, we'll see. We'll see. But hopefully it goes to Mills now. Mills has to be next and get him out of here, man.
Yo, that's the crazy thing, man, because you just know that, like you said, Dolan pays attention to the noise. And the fact that the media is focusing in on Steve Mills, actually might help get Steve Mills out of here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We might actually, I know he's going after Ujiri, or he might be. I don't know if it's a rumor or not.
Yeah.
But the fact that the media is focusing on Steve Mills.
Yeah, the league, not even the media, the league.
Yeah.
The league.
Might get Steve Mills out of here and actually keep Scott Perry here.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
That actually might happen.
That I don't know, because like I said, if he ends up bringing in a new president, that guy's gonna.
He's going after Ujiri. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, man. But hopefully with that that starts to stir the pot and get this guy out of here, man, because he needs to be next. Let's go to the phones. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. If you're new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. Let's go to Pennsylvania. Toussaint is up. He wants to talk about Coach Miller. What's up, man?
Going on, y'all?
How you feeling, bro?
Man.
I'm good. Wasn't really expecting to win, so not that devastated. But at the end of the day, we seen some improvement. So, I mean, I'm content with that. The fact we didn't see Ellington, I don't know if he's hurt or whatever.
Yeah, he was hurt. He was
didn't
injured.
Play, so I'm good.
Yeah, Achilles.
And honestly, my favorite part of the game was, a few times where I just seen Peyton tell Randall to get the hell out of the way and let me play point guard.
Right.
I mean, that
you need that command.
I don't know if
the
I'm
offense. That's what I've been asking Frank to do when he was out here taking over. Jay Ellis.
That's the thing, though. He's not
that kid. He's not that guy yet. He's still a baby.
He's still a baby. There is some cachet with between Randall and Peyton.
True.
So you start to think, with two competent, because we never really had two competent point guards on this team at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't had somebody that Randall actually respects that's a guard yet. Yeah. So you start to think, what would happen if Peyton was actually here for this first half, or this first stretch? Things might have been a little bit different. I'm not saying we'd have won more games, but, and the game situations might have been a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, they got that chemistry.
Yep. For sure. Definitely got a lot of chemistry.
I mean, I feel at the end of the day, Peyton knows the real Randall. Like, he knows where Randall could be.
He
best
knows who
with
this guy is.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, let's be real. Randall is good if he dribbles 3 times or less.
Yeah.
And Peyton is basically saying, like, yo, just get the hell out the way. I'm gonna get you the ball if you need to have it.
Yeah, that was a big
guard.
True story. Go ahead, JLs.
That was a big difference tonight. Randall 1 turnover tonight.
Yeah.
Just one turnover tonight, and that was the biggest thing tonight. What was most refreshing for me was watching the point guard, even when Peyton wasn't in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought DSJ was lousy, but I thought second half he did a little bit better of a job penetrating, and he was hustling a bit better on defense. But overall, he's still kind of like deer in the headlights right now.
DSJ was definitely lousy, at least the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, he definitely picked it up. But at the same time, even with DSJ being lousy, our best chance is DSJ running the offense over Randall running the offense, even with DSJ.
Yeah. Agreed, man. It's nice to have somebody that it will actually take charge and hold Julius accountable and just let him know, like, keep him honest. You know what I mean? Keep him honest. Mike Vorkanoff of The Athletic, he wrote an article today that was basically talking about Fizz and basically, alluded to the fact that Fizz would allow guys to kind of stretch beyond what they're accustomed to doing.
Right.
When in previous destinations they were kind of limited to certain facets of the game, Fizz would kind of, allow guys to kind of stretch, and definitely Randall. Definitely Randall in terms of, trying to bring the ball up and point forward and just trying to be that playmaker for the team, but it was hurting us. It's been hurting us.
Yeah, like there's a thin line between experimenting and going off the rails.
Yeah, yeah.
This is going off the rails with his experiments, man. He had to wheel it in because it was going too far left.
Fizz was going off the rails indeed, man.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Finish your point.
Yeah, so when these guys who don't watch the Knicks talking about what is Fizdale doing wrong, it's like, dude, do you watch like stuff like that? Like the experiments go left way too much, man.
Yeah.
It's cool to experiment every once in a while. You had to really experiment in.
Agreed, man. Back to the game. I thought Mitch gave us some good minutes.
Yeah.
He's still not able to finish like easier buckets. Like he did go 6 for 9 tonight, but there was still some action around the rim that I would have liked to have seen him clean up a little bit. He still finished with 14 and 7. 3 block shots tonight. So I thought overall Mitch was good. Dotson certainly had the green light tonight, boy. That boy Dot was letting it fly from uptown Harlem World, man.
Boy, listen to that boy, that Dotson. But listen, if Dotson didn't get hurt last game, I think he was gonna have to go off. But Dotson looks great, man. Like I don't know what it is this year, but Dotson looks faster. Is it just me?
Yo, he was playing like he was on speed. Dotson was playing like he's on speed, man.
Yo, ever since he beat DSJ in a race, I'm telling you, man, he got faster. I don't know, man. League might have to check his pitch. I don't know.
4 for 11 for Dot tonight. Like I said, it wasn't highly accurate. He took some questionable ones, but he was letting it fly, though. He was definitely letting it fly.
Yeah, man. And he's the guy. I mean, Fizz let him let it fly, so he's accustomed to doing that.
Yeah.
But I liked what he saw. Always liked how Dawson shot. I always liked how he squared up to the basket pretty quickly. And now it seems like he's getting to the basket a lot faster and crisper.
True story. Let's head up top to T. Mello. What's happening, bro?
What's good, fellas? What's good?
How you feeling, man?
Oh, man. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm all right, yo. I just got off work. I want to talk to you guys about the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I'm not mad about the game, yo. To be honest, whatever. That happens when you don't have a superstar. You can't just close out a game like that, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just happy. The biggest capper in the world isn't on the Knicks no more. I'm tired. I was done with Fizdale telling me I want to bring dogs out. I want to bring hounds out. Mike Miller was the only one that actually brought these players to fight tonight. So I don't care. The game was a game. It was a good game. But to be honest, though, I just wanted to address this whole thing about how all these coaches are chiming in about David Fizdale getting blackballed, thrown under the bus, whatever. I'm sorry. Did you guys see what Jay Will said about how like he's a black man? He shouldn't be fired like that. Come on, yo.
I didn't see that, but that's a stretch.
I didn't see that.
Come on, yo. What, bro? He was cheeks, bro. He was cheeks. How are you? These men are right pick and rolls with this guy. Why does the race card have to come into this, bro? Bro, I'm just happy, bro. He's not on the court no more trying to tell these men, trying to make Randall bring the ball down the court, bro. Thank God Alfred told him to shut the hell up. Get the ball move out of the way. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Do you see that in the fourth quarter?
Of course, yeah.
Alfred's like, yo, who are you, bro?
Yeah.
Who are you, bro? Just give me the ball. Move out of the way.
Absolutely,
bro,
man.
I'm just happy.
Appreciate the call, man. Oh, man. You know, listen, it's good to see. I'll temper my expectations and my excitement for Mike Miller for tonight. Right. I got to see larger sample size, Jails. I mean, let's not act like, this team has given this type of effort before, and they still lost the game, right? But they have given this type of effort before. Again, it's good to see the adjustments that we did see.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Go ahead.
And again, so let's see, over a larger sample size, let's see how that translates. Again, he's not going to compensate for the lack of shooting and the lack of overall talent on this team, but I think he should certainly help, and let's see how the players respond.
Yeah, like, I feel you. I'm not going to overreact as well. It's still only one game, but it's just a breath of fresh air to get a coach who was doing basic things.
Yeah.
I think so. It's like it really does not, at this point, does not really take much to impress us right now.
The bar is real low. The bar is real low right now.
It's like, yo, call timeout when you're supposed to, right? Let your point guards bring up the ball. Let your shooting guards shoot it. Let your wings, get the secondary action. Like, it's like basic stuff that we're asking for, and like that Mike Miller is doing. Like, don't have DSJ and Alpha Payton playing at the same time.
Yeah, simple things. No Portis, Morris, and Randall at the same time.
Yeah, we're asking for very simple things.
Simple
really
things, man.
That's all it really has to do. And we're gonna be very happy. Hey, the first 5 or 6 plays, RJ Barrett was running the offense for the most part.
Yeah,
I was happy. Were you happy? I was happy.
I was certainly happy. Until the Charles Smith Memorial game broke out with 5 minutes left in the game, and we went 1 for 14 and close. Oh my God, stumbling and bumbling all over the place, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. We got over 1,000 people watching on KnicksFanTV. Salute to everybody watching. CP from KnicksFanTV. I got my man JL from the Nick of Time show in the building. This is #1 show for the fans by the fans. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's have a massive thumbs up for you boys right now to support the channel on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Let's get to 500 for tonight. And yeah, man, definitely appreciate the support. J. Ellis, let's salute some hashtag news in here. I definitely want to shout out the Beast Tag. He says he's team hashtag new. Okay. Apple fanboy claims he's new, but he's definitely not new. Pranav checking in from India.
All right.
Yeah, he's checking in from India. He's team hashtag new. Welcome to Pranav.
Welcome.
Any what?
Everybody here hashtag old unless y'all shy hashtag new people. I see they call me Tack and they always.
Tack, what up, Tack?
Yeah, Christian Smith is always in here. Antoine. What's up, Antoine? I know him.
Okay.
Shells is in here hopping.
Shells, what's up, man?
Yeah, Alice Collins hopped in here too. Robert Parrish. Shout out to those guys.
Okay. Shout out to you guys, man. Dante Ramirez, salute to you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the movement. All right, back to the phone sales. Let's hear from the people. Nate from Rochester is up. Nate, how you feeling, man?
What's up, guys?
How you feeling tonight, bro?
Feel all right. Yeah, Keith Smart kind of took us from the grave there with that last free throw. But, it's whatever.
Keith Smart came back from the grave, man. Oh, man, boy.
Yeah, but, I wanted to call in yesterday, but I was at work. So I kind of want to talk about the whole, coaching thing going on.
Sure.
A couple of things. Fizdale was not a good coach. All right, we'll get that straight. But there's a lot of things that kind of, led up to the firing that kind of made it inevitable, but I don't really think it was his fault, really, even though he did need to go. One, there was a really tough schedule. Milwaukee and Denver off of the, 2 in a row. Milwaukee beat the Clippers by 40 the game after, and we were coming in off of back-to-back. So it's like, Milwaukee blows out everybody. So like we were really pissed at that game. But then like when you kind of put into perspective, that's the best team in the league, I think. And Denver Nuggets, they're just a better team than us. They shoot threes, we don't hit them. So Fizdale goes, all right, cool, goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Miller comes in, and we can't evaluate him off this game because, one, the Pacers were coming off a back-to-back. And we always know teams, when they get a new coach, they play with like a different type of energy.
Yeah, they play with a spirit.
They come in a little more motivated.
Sure.
Yeah, and we still didn't pull out the win, so it's like, there's not really much you can take from it. Alfred Payton was he was good, but with the way we're evaluating Mike Miller is do the young players get better, and do we run a better system?
Right.
And right now we can't really evaluate what he's doing because, one, he didn't even get a practice in with him. They fired Fizdale after the practice, so Mike Miller hasn't even implemented anything. They're running the sets from before.
Right.
And we're not going to be able to build a system in the middle of the season with Mike Miller running the show. We might do a couple of different things, but it's still going to be the same team overall. We have the same talent. And I wanted Mike Miller. I think we should definitely give him a shot. I'd even like to see him into next year because I think he can develop guys. But it's don't overreact too much. Just play it out. I don't want to see. Honestly, I would rather see DSJ play than Payton. This kind of be a hot take, but Alfred Payton is not here for the future. He's a one-year deal. Yeah, it shows that we need confident point guard play because even with a little bit, we look a lot better. But he's not the guy. Our guy is probably Nico Mannion. That's the guy I want, or LaMelo Ball. Any of those guys. But let's just see how it plays out.
Okay,
that's all I got.
Appreciate the call, Nate. Appreciate it, man. How many minutes did DSJ gonna get tonight? He got 12. Jay, I agree that I would love to see DSJ play. I have been saying let it come down between DSJ and Frank, but also, man, having lost damn near 8-9 straight, you got to try to get a win. And at the way the game was going, I think Peyton gave us the best chance out of the point guards. I think Peyton gave us the best chance, just the way the vibe of the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like Peyton gives us one of the best chances overall if he's in the rotation over DSJ period right now. Not to say DSJ can get better, but this season, I don't know. Peyton just knows how to run an offense.
Right.
And bigger than knowing how to run an offense is he's a playmaker who takes command of the team, which is different from, a player who sets up a team. Frank can set up a team. DSJ can set up a team sometimes. Peyton will point somebody in the right direction on defense.
Run the team.
Offense. Yeah. That's a different thing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. So listen, he when it comes to that, he's the best on the team. Let's just be fair. He's the best on the team. But to Nate's point, you want to see what you have with the other two guys, and I've said that as well. I agree with that. I just feel like tonight I was trying to get a win, man. So let's just go with what was working. I was just trying to get a win, man. So
I wanted that win too, man. I want to see someone so bad. I want to see somebody feel good on our team. That's right.
That's it. That's it, man. We got 1,100 rolling in KnicksFanTV. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's get to 500 likes tonight. Happy Saturday, Knicks Nation, wherever you guys are watching from around the world. I want to shout out King Cash. He's team #new. Demetrius Martinez, he says #new from Brooklyn and London. Salute to Demetrius. Definitely want to shout out. The shooter says he's new. He's definitely not new, but shout out to him anyway. Salute to Jack Peters. John Talento was in here early. Salute to you guys. As you guys know, some of the regulars, this show has been brought to you by the good people at Scotch Porter Premium Beard Products. That is the beard products that I use. I use the wash, Jay Ellis. I use the conditioner, the beard balm, and the serum. That is what you need to keep it fresh, keep it smooth, and keep it moisturized, especially in the wintertime. For my fans, for the viewers tonight, you can get a 50% off the Scotch Porter Beard Collection. I know a lot of my fans have already started purchasing them. There's a link in the bio, or go to scotchporter.com/#KFTV. Get your premium beard products for the wintertime. Tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, your significant other that's what you want. And you'll be happy for it. They'll be happy for it. You know what I mean? JL's got to pay the bills a little.
Yeah, I pay the bills, man.
Absolutely, man. Also want to shout out Bad Book One. He says #new. He says I'm a Bulls fan who watch passionate, smart fans. Discovered you guys on this, and I'm a loyal listener. Maybe Bulls will fire someone next. Good fire for the Knicks. If not, Mills is next. So salute to Bad Book. He's a Bulls fan, JLs. Donated to the show because he respects smart and knowledgeable fans. We appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate that.
We appreciate that, man. We welcome everybody to the show. Go ahead, JLs.
Yeah, yo, shout out to hold on, so sorry. To True Story 163 #new. Shout out to True Story.
True Story.
Yeah, shout out to Alex Collins who's hopping back and forth between the two chats. and shout out to they call me Tack. He says jail is not fair. He said he watches Frank many times and he sets up plays and directs guys and they just look lost. Yeah, I mean, and that is true. I do see Frank dribble the ball and do the point, but like I said, there's a difference between people have to listen to you.
Yeah, that's it. And respect. And
Frank will get there, and it's harder to get respect when you're a rookie, one, and when you have the reputation of being timid, two.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna have to grow into that.
Right.
So, not to say he can't, but it's just circumstances right now is not going to allow Randall to listen to Frank.
Factuals, man. All right, let's get back to it. Let's go to Q's up. Q from Brooklyn. Q, how you feeling, man?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's good, bro? How you feeling, bro?
What's good, fellas? Nothing, man. Just not too mad about this game. Couple of points. Just want to punch out. When it comes to Frank and Payton, I'll deal with a two-headed, point guard until we get, the real deal in here, until we get what we need. We need a point guard that penetrates, breaks down the defense, but once he gets to below the foul line, he looks to score. When he looks to score, then that opens up everything else. So if we could get a point guard like that, we would definitely be where we need to be. This team is not as bad as this record. So, I'll deal with, Frank and his setup. His problem is he defers too much. That's his problem. And, I like Payton that he chess plays the court, but he has a really low IQ. That's what really hurts Payton. So once we get yeah, he does. Let me tell you why.
Why you say that?
He doesn't know let me tell you why. When he gets to the paint, he's so indecisive. He has to know when to score. So once you get to the paint as a point guard, you have to know that, I got to score, and then you mix it up and say, when the defense converges, and you pass. Payton hasn't done that once. He's better than Frank because he gets there, but Payton still has that indecisiveness, but he only does good when Randall's there. And that's only that cohesiveness that he has with Randall. But that's my problem with Payton. But I think Payton should start first and then have Frank come off the bench. And DSJ, he's done. I don't think I think he's one of those players that needs to change the scenery or just really don't need to be in the league.
I think we need a G League
player.
I think we need a G League, man. And appreciate the call, Q. I think we need a G League right now, JLs, just to get DSJ right, man.
Yeah, I don't agree with that low IQ from LP.
I don't think it's IQ. I think it's just he can't shoot. He can't score. And so he gets apprehensive down there and passes and defers because he can't score, JLs. He had a runner today that damn near was an air ball, man.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. And let's be clear too. It's his second game back, but not to say he's a dominant scorer when he gets down there. But I feel like he can hit a layup at a decent, an average clip at least. I don't think he's bad at shooting layups. It's more of his shooting really to me. But yeah, his IQ is fine. His IQ is fine. And as far as DSJ right now, his biggest skill is penetration. So he's pretty good at driving and kicking. But his thing is more the little hesitations and stuff once he gets by the foul line to set people up. But yeah, that's all. That's all.
DSJ is just running backwards, man.
That's all I got. I'll give DSJ some credit. He played all right in the second half, and he played defense pretty well in the second half as well. Got some few steals, and seemed like he was hustling and motivated.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what we got to do to get him right. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Let us know. Let's go to Brooklyn. JJ's up next. JJ, how you feeling, man?
Hello?
Yep. How you doing, bro?
Yo, how you guys doing, man? How's everything?
Good, man. What's going on?
Good. I just want to say real quick, first we can't say this, Mike Miller's like the coach of the future. You always get that, the first couple of games where they're, motivated, a new voice. That happens in any sport, And the Pacers didn't have their best player tonight, so they didn't have Brogdon. Obviously, Oladipo's out.
Yeah.
But also just, but just a lack of shooting it's killer. At the end of the game, it was a good defensive squad when Mitch and Barrett and, Peyton. But these guys can't even hit a free throw, no less, a three-pointer. Our best shooter is Morris right now, and he's not even going to be here. Not even for the rest of the year, but in the future, like next year, like where do we get shooters from? These guys aren't going to become knockdown shooters all of a sudden. Edwards is probably the best shooter in this draft, if we're lucky enough to get him. But, Ball and Cole Anthony, these guys aren't knockdown shooters. Where do we, either sign or...
That's why you trade Morris, shooters, people. That's why you trade him. Thank you, JJ. That's why you trade him. You think we get a first
for him, man?
I would hope so. I don't know. I can't say. I'm speculating, and he's playing well enough to try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's playing well enough to try. Of the 16 teams that are making the playoffs, somebody got to be able to pony up a first rounder. We'll see who's in cap difficulties. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why you got to trade him, JL.
Can I say one more thing real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, JJ. Go ahead, finish up.
Yeah. I just want to say, too, man, like, so many of our players are out of position right now. Knox, to me, he should be a 4. He's not athletic enough to guard threes. And to me, Morris, he shouldn't be guarding the perimeter, guarding threes. He's a 4. We got him playing the 3. Barrett, to me, he's not as a shooting guard. He can't shoot. To me, he's a 3. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I agree.
I just think a lot of our team is out of position.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Good call, bro. Good call. That's why, you get Anthony Edwards, you slide RJ to the 3 JLs and call it a day. We need some more scoring in here. And if Morris is not going to sign with you next year, I highly doubt it. I don't know why you would. Out of all 30 teams in the league, with the season that he's having, you got to try to trade him and try to get another asset, man.
I feel you. I would love to have him for sure. But if he's going to leave, I guess you would have to trade him. But it's like, man, that's a huge hole. He's been keeping us in a lot of shooting alone.
Yeah.
Man, think about what not having a 3-point.
Yeah, think about not having him. Sure. Hey, listen, man, he's beasting. Another beastly night. 50% from 3, 50% from overall. 25 points. He had an outstanding game. Tonight.
Yeah,
outstanding game. I like Morris.
Yeah, man, and he's gonna give you some effort on defensive end too.
That's right.
It's like it's not
even though the last possession that Indiana scored with 5 minutes left, that was a boneheaded foul on Morris there when he fouled Jeremy Lamb from behind.
Yo, replay that. Did he foul him? Did he foul him like on his foot or something? I didn't see the foul.
I'm not sure. It was questionable, but they still called it.
I don't think he touched him. I think. Unless he tricked him because Jeremy Lamb had stuck his foot out when he shot from and Morris behind. That's the only way I can see. Because when I looked at it, I was like, I don't think I saw Randall even touch his arm or nothing. But
yeah.
Whatever. Neither here or there.
You know how it goes, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up. Please support your boys. That is the number one way to support us for free. Just hit that like button. Share these videos and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Once again, CP from KnicksFanTV, Knicks Post Game Live, and man JL's from Nick of Time Show. This show is available in audio podcast format. Always remember that. So if you can't make it live, the replay is always available. We run a replay of this show the next day. And then also, there's all of these shows, all the interviews and podcasts are available in audio podcast format: Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa, all under KnicksFanTV. And the mods will throw the links in the chat.
All right.
All right, Jails. Go ahead, man.
Shout out to Rascal for subscribing just now.
Rascal, what's going, man? Shout out Rascal. All right, let's go to B More. Ron is up. What's up, bro?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, man?
Oh man, it was. I enjoyed the game tonight. It was very competitive. I know it hurts to lose, but I mean, I'll take that effort the rest of the season. In my opinion, I want to give a shout out to Elfrid Payton because I feel like he had a nice game. Got us moving up and down the court. Mm-hmm. You know, Randall drives me nuts, but if you're gonna have him out on the perimeter, have him in the middle of the floor, like kind of not like on, because I mean he's going to turn it over, but I mean at least he didn't go nuts with the turnovers. But I guess my question is, with this new coach, are you guys all going in an all-out youth movement? Do you think that's how we have to go? And are you happy with Frank starting now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Frank starting. I'm definitely good with Frank starting for now. And like I said, we have to evaluate this and see where he is, see where DSJ is going to be by the end of the season, and see what Mike Miller's message to them, to see how that resonates and how they respond. What do you say, JLs?
Yeah, like it's a 2-point thing, you know what I'm saying? Because if Mike Miller wins with playing the vets and the youth movement together, then he looks good. You know, like then there's more likelihood that we'll try to keep him next season. If he goes straight up youth using now, then it's kind of like, all right, I'm just developing the youth, I'm throwing in the season, and I feel like he's pretty much saying I don't even need the job next season because I'm not even showing, you know, that I can try to win a game. So I feel like he's going to try to win for the first month or so. You know what I'm saying? And then see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, look, the coach can't make the shots for him, so we still missed a lot of wide open shots. But like, at least we gave ourselves a chance to win. I mean, we held the Pacers, who's a good offensive team, to 38 points in the second half, and that, to me, that's what I'm proud of. I mean, I'm okay with losing. I hate losing, but that's a game. That's a competitive game in the Garden. That's how it should be at home. Like, you gave yourself a chance to win, not the crap that we've been watching where the team has no chance to win. So I know next year when we get LaMelo Ball, we'll be back. But we can't have LeVar in the Garden, by the way.
Hey, listen, people have been saying that LeVar's been quiet, man. I don't know. You know, I guess there's not much to talk about down there in the NBL in Australia with just 9 teams I think they got. So Lonzo's not really making no noise. I don't know. I think LeVar's kind of just been chilling, Jails. I've been leery of it too, but, you know, you never know, man. What do you think?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to. Is he quiet because he's not in a big market no more?
Right.
ESPN kind of shut him out. New York might bring it back. You know, bring the beast.
Yeah,
back,
you get the number 1 pick. LaMelo's number 1 pick. LeVar might come back out
it might be the ball band revival.
Yeah. LeVar come out like, you know that meme, that Kim Kardashian meme where she pops out the bushes? You know that one? LeVar popped out like Kim K out the bushes, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Or that Jimmy Butler meme. All right, let's go to Sergio. Sergio's in the house.
Here we go.
Sergio, talk to us tonight, man. You know, there was a little
speak the name of the devil and he shall appear.
Oh God, here we go.
There was a little tension in the room a little earlier with Ari, Sergio, man. What happened tonight?
I was trying to get at y'all the other day and tell you how sad it is to see Fizdale go because he's taking that fine-ass wife with him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, thou shalt not covet, man.
I can't. That's cool. I mean,
next subject. Next subject.
That's about why he's here.
I was happy. I was happy with Mike's adjustments today. You know what I'm saying? Does Julius need a leash? He does. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, it's easy. It's very easy when you live in New York City to just down the team and just call. You know, if I wanted to call and cry after every loss, I'd probably be, you know, have as many fanboys as your boy Kellerman. You know, if I came in and cried, but you know what I'm saying? It's harder to support your players. And I understand, Randall's right. He's the tank commander. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take my medicine. I said I'm going to back him, and I'm here like a man, and I'm going to back him. You know what I'm saying? A plus 10, 16 and 12, one turnover. He screwed us at the end, but I'll still take that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think with a competent point guard, we're going to be okay. And I'm kind of hoping that Mike is a Van Gundy situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But what I think the problem is that the front office is influenced by the fans. Like, they don't think for themselves. They think because what we want is 90s Knicks, that's what they try to give us. You know what I'm saying? And 90s Knicks don't work in today's NBA. You know what I'm saying? So when it doesn't work, and then when you don't get KD, and then when you don't get Kyrie, you get these people start crying, you know what I'm saying, because they didn't get, the shiny Christmas toy. But the reality is that, you know what I'm saying, this is who we got. He's not going anywhere. I'm sure your man was down on Frank when Frank got drafted. Oh, I'd rather have DSJ. I'm sure he said that. But now you got DSJ. Oh, he's trash. You know what I'm saying? And now Frank's all right. Frank needed time. Players need time. You know what I'm saying? And New York fans don't want to give players time. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Everybody, look, if I came on every time Julius has a bad game, forget it. Ari's going to be sending me across 8 miles like every other day. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It's going to get better. And I'm not worried about it, bro. It's going to get better.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of, running around like the sky is falling, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be all right, bro.
Sergio with the voice of reason, man. Sergio with the voice of reason. Appreciate the call, Sergio.
Now, the thing with Randall is, I've said this a few times, we're not using him correctly. We haven't been using him correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guy has been good at every place he's been to but here.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to say he's complete trash because he's here. Like, we have to figure out why he's not playing well. And if games like today, when the ball is out of his hands and he's making quicker decisions, he looks a lot better. So, so even the fact that we just had Peyton here today, who we said earlier can command, he can kind of put a leash on Randall himself, like, chill out. That's going to be a huge deal for Randall.
Yeah, you're right.
We should start to see Randall's turnovers drop a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if his turnovers dropped a lot, and even his usage rate too. Like, I think he's first or second on the team with his usage rate. That's probably going to drop dramatically under Mike Miller.
Hey, listen, like I said, if you look at it, overall, he had a pretty decent game. But in crunch time, that's when it counts, and that's when you got to make your money, and he didn't come through for us. So I understand the optimism, but I also understand the criticism.
Yeah, he's not a closer. That's what I'm saying. like we don't have a closer on the team. The closest thing we have a closer.
Yeah.
Marcus Morris made a clutch three for us in the Dallas game. So
true story.
Technically, that's our closer. You know what I'm saying?
He is our closer. He is our closer. He certainly plays that way as well.
Yeah.
Want to shout out Robert Parrish in the building. Salute to Robert. Steve Stark, the realtor. What's going on, Steve Stark? Ari says he missed Sergio's call, man. You missed the olive branch from Sergio, Ari, man. You got to wake up. You got to wake up, man. We got 1,300 watching on YouTube, KnicksFanTV. Salute to everybody watching once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Share these videos with a fellow Knicks fan, with a fellow basketball fan. Send them a text with this link. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Let them know the number one show for the fans, by the fans, is on right now. And we're talking Knicks. All right. There we go. That was a little PSA, JLs. Just a little, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Let's go to Sarasota. Matt's up. Matt, how you feeling tonight, man?
Wow. Well, you know what? After watching Julius Randle clank that last foul shot, I'm saying, dude, we're paying him $21 million. Old boy needs to shoot 300 foul shots a day. I'm telling you, that's disgusting. But I got to say, the genesis of this game with Mike Miller just had a different feel. I thought he drew up better plays. Elfrid Payton played awesome in the second half. He directed that offense better than any of those two other guys. He looked like a natural point guard. Good pick and rolls, got down low, got the ball to Randall on the post. Now Randall has to put the ball in there. He can't miss finger rolls. And Mitch Robb had a great game.
Yeah, Mitch is back.
Mitch played well. Mitch played well last 2 games. He's played well, man.
Mitch is back, man. Welcome back,
The defense was suffocating that last 4 minutes. Peyton really clogged up the passing lane. If I'm the Knicks, and I've been a Knicks fan a long time, and I'll disagree with some of the other callers, I think you go Peyton, Barrett, Morris, Robinson, and Randall as your starting 5 the rest of the way. I think that gives you the best chance to win with this coach.
I think it does. I think it does. Good.
And if Miller's not the coach, I'm dialing it up. I'm firing Steve Mills before the end of the season. I'm getting Van Gundy on the horn. I would throw money at him like nobody's business.
Okay.
I don't want to see Becky Hammond in New York. No Becky Hammond. No Jason Kidd. I would take Tom Thibodeau over Jason Thibodeau.
He said Jason Thibodeau. I appreciate the call, man. He said Jason Thibodeau. But he's throwing the money at Van Gundy. That's my pick. We definitely going to get into that in a second, JL. So I definitely want to get your opinion on some of the coaching, the speculation out there about some of the coaches that could be available for the job. Okay. Appreciate Matt for the call. Let's go to Long Island. Dan's up. Dan, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Thanks for taking my call. Listen, just a couple of things. Jay Ellis, you were talking about the media and people who don't watch the games. I couldn't agree more. I don't know if you read Michael Powell of the New York Times. He it's what everybody wants to do. They all want to do the same thing. They want to take Fizdale's firing and say they're not watching the games. They want to get right to Mills and to Dolan. And it's like, it's such a cheap way to get clicks. It's just a cheap way to make arguments. And, Jalen Rose, now look, I went to Michigan, so I'm a Jalen Rose fan.
Nice. Okay.
I was there when the Fab Five was there. But Jay Rose in August says the Knicks could be as good as the Nets, right? Based on the roster.
Yeah,
so is Atkinson that better of a coach? Well, I'm just saying though, this idea that listen, he's friends with Perry. A lot of these guys, you know what it is? They want access. Right? So they'll say whatever they got to say, but I'll tell you this right now, and Jails, I'm with you. All those reporters who will go into Pop and who will go into Steve Kerr and the other big, who the other big mouth is? Kendrick Perkins, man. He got a big mouth.
Yeah,
I don't think he's wrong on everything
he's just trying to get a platform going, man. Yeah, Kendrick Perkins is trying to get a platform going.
Make his own show.
But bro, he can't get anything right. He can't get everything he says is wrong. But my point is, if you go back to these coaches, right? It's in February, right? Miller's winning 40% of his games, and the young guys are developing. And you said, hey, what about Miller? How come Miller was able to do what Fizdale can't do? They'll come with some other nonsense. So the reality is, you're right, Gerald. I'm with you 1,000%. And the other thing, guys, I know you talk about players for the future, and we have all summer to talk about that. But the one thing I do want to stay away from is I would like us with a late first rounder, early second rounder, to go take a kid like Cassius Winston or Xavier Simpson, a 4-year college point guard, who we don't have to. We're getting these kids; they're 19 years old. They should still be in college.
Right behind the ears,
and we're getting them. So that's right. So Knox should be a junior in college, and he looks scared sometimes. And the fact is, I'd rather have a kid. I'll take a kid like Cassius Winston from Detroit. He'll play both ways. Is he going to be a star? I don't think so. But he'll be serviceable and one less guy that we have to teach the ins and outs of how to ball. So I just think those are important. And like I said, I know you guys are talking about Cole Anthony. You mentioned. But I'll tell you, and I know the guys are probably killing me in the chat. I think Wiseman. If we get a top pick, I take Wiseman, and then we have two rim protectors. And then, like I said, if you can get a Cassius Winston late in the first round, I'll take that. And I agree, but we need so much that I don't know if any one thing's going to solve it. And the last thing is, guys, listen, how bad is ISO in practice? Like, I understand that Mill didn't want to come in today and throw everything out because it would have been like, this is Fizdale if he changed everything tonight. But, I mean, ISO must be so bad in practice when we're going, we're going 7-8 minutes without scoring or 6 minutes without scoring. And, listen, the way you had Dot just pulling up and shooting whatever he saw tonight, ISO would have given us a better shot with some of those crazy shots. Guys, thanks for taking my call.
Dan.
Right, man, I'll
appreciate
see you
it,
guys
Dan. Always a good call. But Jay Ellis, it's just like how many guards you going to play. Dotson, the difference between Dotson and ISO is defense.
Yep, that's what it is.
And more efficient scoring. Not shooting, but scoring.
Yeah, defense plays within this, like he's gonna move the ball, and he does everything hard. Pause. Like he cuts, he moves without the ball, he digs. He's always active. He doesn't make sometimes he falls asleep at the back door, but that's why I always like that. So
yeah, like I said, I understand it. Of course, I agree with everybody. I love to see ISO out there playing. I just understand why he's not. Because you need the point guards to be playing, and then Dot is the next guy. So it's like, how many guards you gonna play? You know what I mean? But good call. Dan's always a good call. Let's hear from Ron Cleveland. Then I want to get to your coaching hires. So to everybody in the chat once again, 1365 on KnicksFanTV. We got 1,365 people. How many likes we got so far? TM, let me know how many likes. Did we hit at least 500? Let's get to 1,000 on the count of 3. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button to support us. 1, 2, 3. Hit that thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit that like button to support your boys. 30 cities in the chat as well. What cities are you guys all checking in from? 30 cities in the chat, and we'll shout you guys out. Okay, let's get to Ron Cleveland tonight. Ron, how you feeling tonight, man?
Man.
that sounds like a little upbeat. For Ron.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all. You know the thing I hate about what I've seen tonight is that this firing didn't come sooner, and I had a feeling this was going to happen. Is that we're going to have competent coaching. I mean, everything that them has said so far. We know, that, of course, it's the first game, as everybody has stated, but you cannot discount somebody being able to coach. And that's what I saw tonight. The guy took timeouts when they needed to be taken, when the team was making mistakes on defense, defensive rotation, defensive assignments being missed. He don't wait until it gets out of hand to call a timeout. I mean, he called it immediately, and he addressed it. And you seen what them guys made when they came back in and they tried to run the same play again, i.e. the pick and roll. Them guys were stepping up trying to stop it. Even I saw Kevin Knox.
Yep.
Kev was out there getting after it.
Play out under the basket. He stopped it for sure too. So the thing tonight, man, is what all of us as Knicks fans can be happy about, man, is we got a coach, man. And Kendrick Perkins is the biggest idiot. When the guy was talking just now about what Kendrick Perkins was saying, I heard what he said. He said you can't just blame Fizz. You got to blame Perry and Mills. They've been there for 20 years or whatever he said. But I'm like, this idiot, Perry just came. So it just goes to show that people just talk and they don't know what they're talking about.
He's just latching on to the narrative. He's not doing his homework. He's not doing his homework.
Exactly. And if anybody watching Knicks CPJ Ellis, man, we know what our team looked like, man. And Fizdale looked lost. Fizdale is not a coach, man. He is not a coach. And he will never be another coach in the league, man. I'm predicting that. He's done. He's done. But I'm telling y'all, we're going to probably win another 10 games this year. I'm looking at least 10 games. We're probably going to match what we did last year. So that's, 13 more wins?
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call, right? Yeah, Perkins. Listen, man. Like I told you, I don't really watch the ESPN stuff. because I know everybody just latches on to the same thing. I did. So a lot of fans came and got at Michael Powell for the New York Times or his article. Everybody was just going for blood. You know, Schwinny be out there with a machete. Just
Schwinny is a murderer.
Schwitty just goes after everybody on Twitter, man. No mercy, man. He's relentless. He is relentless, man. That's my boy, man. He does not care, man. Yeah, man. We've gotten a 1,400 on Knicks Fan TV, jails. I think that is a record. Salute to everybody watching. This is the number one show for the fans, by the fans. CP from Knicks Fan TV. My man JL's from Nick of Time Show. This is Knicks Post Game Live. If you're a diehard basketball fan, diehard Knicks fan, this is the number one show on YouTube. Make no mistake about it. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys, for good basketball, for live callers, for highlights, for Twitter reactions, from fan reactions. We have impromptu battle of the fans, you know. Mm-hmm. It's still spilling over a little bit, JL. So you can feel a little animosity, you know what I mean? Like, Ari's really coming with a lot of venom. Sergio, he wants to engage, but he really has no bullets right now. You know what I mean? He has no leg to stand on because, you know, Randall hasn't been coming through. So I feel like Sergio, he's trying to, like, just stay in the loop. Just stay fresh.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm here. I haven't ran. But I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And when he strings along a few games, and then I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Factuals. Remember, guys, get your premium beer products as well. 50% off all Scotch Porter premium beer products as well. Okay, a couple more calls in the queue. Let's go to Vinny from the Bronx. Vinny, how you feeling, man? Hello? Vinny, you there? Going once? All right. I think Vinny fell asleep on the couch, Dales. I think Vinny was waiting for 50 minutes. Hey, people, we try to get to as many people as we can. You know, it's just a lot of callers in the queue. You know, we try to get to as many people as we can. I think Vinny, he bailed on us, man. He was asleep on the couch. He was waiting for 50 minutes. Vinny, we apologize. Come back next time, man. All right, I want to shout out Hawkeye. He's checking in from Syracuse. Josh from McDonald checking in from Denver. What's going on? AO Digital London is up late in London watching. Anthony Joshua just won. You know what I mean? So the London crew, they're feeling happy right now, JLs. They've been celebrating from earlier. I don't know. Did you see the fight?
No, I didn't see the fight, man.
Yeah, it was all right. Joshua beat Ruiz. Ruiz was out there looking slabby, man. He looked like a big steak, man. Oh man, I don't know how you could come out and be a boxer at that type of weight. But he gained like 16 extra pounds since the first fight, and Joshua ran away with it. So,
Joseph can play basketball, so he can fight. Whatever.
Yeah, right. Facts, man. Where did I want to go with this? Oh, real quick on the coaches, right? So there were a couple names being thrown out there from yesterday with the coaching hires, JLs. Did any of them kind of pique your interest so far?
I know. I said last year, my three last year was Van Gundy, was first choice. My second choice was Bud. And my third choice was Fizz.
Mm-hmm.
So now that Fizz is out, and Bud has a job.
Mm-hmm.
My first choice is still Van Gundy.
Yeah.
Second choice is, since Bud's not here, it might be the Bud substitute on the Pop, which is Becky. But I might go Mike. I want to give Mike a chance because he's been here.
Mm-hmm.
I like he's in the G League. So I do consider Becky. No to Jason Kidd.
No.
No to Mark Jackson. The guy from the Kings intrigues me. The coach from the Kings, I forget his name.
Dave Yeager.
Yeager intrigues me.
Yep. Yeager bombs.
And yeah, and I'm still looking. I'm still researching.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I would say for me, I'm definitely intrigued by Miller. I want to give Miller a chance. He's got a 60-game tryout for me. I want to see what he does. How does he help improve these guys? And what does the next president? Because like I told you, Doan's going to nuke this whole thing. And I told you that in the podcast. He's going to get rid of Mills. I'm almost positive on that. I want to see what that next president, who he's going to bring in, what he thinks of Mike Miller. So let's see.
Right.
Definitely willing to give him a chance. I want to give Jeff Van Gundy a chance. You know that's my guy.
Yep.
Definitely want to give Jeff a chance. Mark Jackson, you guys know I'm leery.
Nah, I'm leery.
I don't know if I want to go that route. I just don't like the fact that the league never came back to him after that Golden State stint. There has to be more to it than just the religious thing or whatever the case may be. I think there has to be more to it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I wouldn't want to bring him in with this type of environment. Jason Kidd is a snake. I'm not going near Jason Kidd.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave Jason alone with $20.
Nah, he's a snake. Good basketball player. Knicks tape, hey, appreciate it. But yeah.
Yeah, fell asleep at the wheel when the playoffs stage.
Yeah. I don't trust Jason Kidd. Becky Hammond, I can't see Popovich letting her walk out the door. I think she's going to be the heir apparent in San Antonio with Tim Duncan on the staff. I think that's going to be the tandem. I can't see her Popovich's. He kills the Knicks every chance he gets. There's no chance they're going to let her walk out that door, bro.
I think they would if she's like, yo, I want to go. Pop is not the one that holds, especially. You know,
I mean, listen, you can only hold somebody for so long. You know what I mean? But it's like, based on how everybody trashes this organization, I don't think it would be the right situation for her.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
I just don't think this would be the right situation.
I just think it could work. Anybody I'm down for anybody who can make people look good who aren't, doesn't have the most talent. I'm down for anybody who can make the most at the least. And Pop that has that pedigree, so you would hope that he passed it down to someone like that.
Of course. And it has nothing to do with being a woman. I think I saw somebody throw that out there like, oh, just say you don't want a woman. That has nothing to do with it, in my opinion. But this is a different animal. This is not the Phoenix Suns, Jay Ellis. You understand? This is not for the faint of heart. Fizdale could have done this in Phoenix. He could have done this somewhere else and still been the coach. Right. This is the heaviest jersey. This is the brightest lights. The pressure, you need somebody that's been through it or understands it. Or, you know what I mean? It's just a different situation, bro.
Yeah. I feel you. I just can't pass up a Pop person. That's why I would probably have Mike a little over and somebody more.
Yeah.
I like experience more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though the knowledge being passed on intrigues me because of that, it's like I still want experience. I still want somebody experience who has experience running a team.
Yeah. Simple and plain.
Yeah.
Simple and plain. It has nothing to do with being a woman. So a lot of people, you got to get over that. But Jaeger's intriguing for the simple fact that he was fired from the Kings after he got them off to their best start in over 14 years.
So that's I give him a real look.
39 wins, and he's known for his X's and O's. He got the Aaron Fox out there to his best season. Buddy Hield out there to his best season.
Yeah.
But you know what the funny thing is about Jaeger when you do your research on him? It was said that he was fired from both Memphis and Sacramento for clashing with management over playing the kids. Over playing the kids. They said there was a clash between him and Vlade over Marvin Bagley's minutes. And in Memphis, they said he had some, fascination with playing Ryan Hollins, who was trash, over some of the younger guys. They said Jaeger went with a lot of vets over development. So, not to say that's somebody's character, not to put the scarlet letter on him, but it's just interesting that he was labeled with that type of reputation and to come here.
Yeah, he would get killed over here for that. That's for sure.
That's it.
That's for sure. But there's some rookies who transcend that, and you're gonna play regardless. Someone like De'Aaron Fox, he's just too good.
Yeah, he's just gonna play.
But then there's those middle of the road kids, so you have to give him minutes, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
You're gonna, he might get killed.
Absolutely. I think Stackhouse could certainly be a sleeper. Stackhouse, we did interview Stackhouse the last time. He's down at Vanderbilt. Don't sleep on Stackhouse.
Stackhouse did pretty well. He was good with, I believe, Toronto.
Raptors system.
Last year in the G League.
Raptors system. Nick Nurse, Stackhouse.
Yeah, another team who runs a good system and can make the most out of the least. So, yeah, I would consider him. No to Kenny Smith.
Nah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind the Jet. I think the Jet he can handle it. That's somebody he knows what it takes. He's new, but I think the Jet can handle it.
Nah,
I think the Jet can handle it.
I would go Becky before the Jet because Becky at least is an assistant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
Kenny, he's good at running towards tape. You know
running to the board.
Yeah. But you got to manage personalities. You know what I mean?
I think Kenny could do it. Hey, he manages Charles and Shaq on the show. I think Kenny could do it. You put Kenny out there, you get an associate coach, right? Then they used to do that. Lakers used to do that with Del Harris, right? Then we do that with Rambis, the associate coach, when we have Fisher out there. Kenny could do it.
Nah, man. If you're gonna put Kenny over there, you might have to do. Kenny got to do a stint as an assistant. I'm not putting him in the head of the Knicks. Like this, that's what we did with freaking
Fisher. Yeah.
Nah, he's a good point guard.
I hate man.
Nah, it's more than that.
Remember, we saw Kenny at the open practice. What was Kenny doing at open practice, Jay Ellis?
He was trying to be coached.
Well, what was Kenny doing at the open practice, man?
That's
I peeped him.
Great question.
I peeped. Kenny was there, man, for the whole thing.
Maybe he's studying.
Sam Cassell, I would definitely entertain Sam Cassell. He's been an assistant for a while.
I'll entertain him.
Yeah. Factuals, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But yeah, salutes to everybody in the chat. 1485. We are climbing, JLs. Let us know in the chat. What do you think, man? Whether you're a Knicks fan or not, who should the Knicks bring in as head coach? Let us know. Throw your opinions in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, couple more because I know you definitely got a Jet, right? Couple more.
Yeah, I'm about to say I gotta go in a few minutes.
Okay, no problem. Let's go to Chris and then let's go to Max. Chris, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? You know, always love the show. Gonna grow my beard out so I can get me some beer juice. You know what I mean?
Of course. You copped? Did you cop the deal, Chris?
I don't even got the beard yet, so I gotta grow it first, and then I gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't worry, man.
But
hey,
you know,
listen, they don't. It's not only beard products; they do have hair products. They got face products. It's all self care. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of yourself, Chris. You work hard. You gotta make sure you're out there maintaining.
You know what? You got a point, and I'm gonna do that. So, when I first was gonna call and I was gonna talk about the Pacers, and I was gonna talk about why we shouldn't get too high, but we already touched on that. They missing Malcolm Brogdon. We really can't judge it too well. They got the new coach flow, the new juices flow. We really got to take our time. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know who should be the next coach, but we need to make sure that Mills and Perry ain't there to make that decision. If you go back to what we've been doing, it all fell apart when we didn't get KD and we didn't get Kyrie. And instead of having the balls to just stand up and say, you know what, we might not be it this season. They went out and they ruined the roster by bringing a bunch of veterans that they knew they couldn't win with. They threw them out there, and of course, if you're going to bring them in there and you're going to pay them that much money, you got to play them. You can't have them sitting on the bench or else you're going to risk your locker room going haywire. So, of course, they got to get minutes. When Miller comes in and his starting lineup is the same starting lineup as the previous coach, there's a problem. Morris don't fit with Randall. Randall don't fit with Mitch. We know this team just don't fit. You should have just never brought these vets in. You should have ran it back with the kids, and we should have did the slow, patient rebuild that we was originally sold on. But, even so, whoever comes here, they got to be man enough to take the hits, take the L's, and stick with the plan. That's it.
Okay.
You can't keep changing, and that's the problem we got.
Appreciate the call, man. Jay, I think, the thing is that we just don't know if this product that they put out there was the plan. Like, as we said it before, was this the plan? Or was this is the remnants of free agency that we can get? You had to spend the money, right? So you had to get some guys. Was this the best they could do?
Yeah, shoot. Yeah. And I think we have to keep in mind that Elfrid Payton hasn't played a lot.
Bullock hasn't played.
So that could be that's a piece that's missing. But not to say that the Fizz is exonerated, but this is definitely the best they can do. And Hopefully he doesn't fall. I mean, it's already falling apart. It's only up from here, CP.
It's only up from here. It's only up from here.
It's only up from here. The good news is we are still set up for the future somewhat, as long as we don't do anything stupid. And I think that's the one thing that they're not going to do is do something stupid.
Factuals.
Trade our draft for a retired veteran.
There you go. The closer of the night. He's the president of the Frank Ntilikina fan club. He goes by the name of Max from the Bronx. Max, how you feeling tonight, man?
GP Jailers, what's good?
How you feeling, bro?
Man. I'm good. I had to take a break from calling because, I felt like Tisdale was like purposely losing the games, to be honest with you.
JL, so
like,
you can take that call if you need to. My fault, Max. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was so dumb that But Mike Miller. It seems like he's a smarter coach than Fizz. He ran a bunch of pick and roll. But my concern is this, right, CP? They need to trade Morris, Randall, and Portis by the deadline because I looked at the box score, and this guy Knox only had 13 minutes. That's bad, man. And let me tell you something about a lot of people blame Mills, right? And as you should, Mills should be fired. But so should Scott Perry because if you look at the Sacramento Kings team, when he brought in a bunch of those veterans, guess what they ended up having to do? They ended up having to trade them or release them later on in the year because, remember, De'Aaron Fox wasn't really that good in the beginning because George Hill was taking a lot of the
George
minutes.
Hill, Vince, Zebo.
Exactly. And this is the exact problem the Knicks have because you can't have – Randall's just a dumbass player. I mean, he's just a stupid player. If you watch the game, I know Sergio's probably listening. He said, he had 16 and 13, only one turnover. It's not about the turnovers, bro. It's about him not passing the ball when someone's wide open. And he does that like 10 times a game. Like, it'll be wide open. I remember Knox was wide open. He don't pass the ball, yo. So they have to trade him. They got to trade Morris. They got to trade Portis and just play the young people. And for the next coach, I don't know why Becky Hammond's name is getting out there like that. And it is because she's a woman. Let's be honest with it. Because, it'd be like, revolutionary and stuff like that. But someone needs a system. Someone needs to stay by their system. Someone needs to be smart and play modern NBA basketball and grow the kids. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Van Gundy, I don't know if he's the guy. He's been watching basketball for all this time. I don't know. We definitely know it's not Mark Jackson because it's not about the religion thing. It's about all the stuff he did without it. Because
That's
he
what I'm
never
saying.
got along with management. He did all kind of stuff. Like he made what's his name? Fitzo. Remember the African player they had on the team?
Azubuike.
Yeah, no, the other one, but the center. He was like really smart. He made him cry.
Ezeli.
He did
Festus
all kind of.
Ezeli.
Yeah, Ezeli. He did all kind of weird stuff that had nothing to do with basketball. You know what I'm saying? So he's never going to coach again, and Fizdale will never coach again because they can talk all this shit. Excuse my language about we support him and stuff like that. I bet you he'll never get another head coaching job ever again. Because
not with a 2-80 something record. I can't see it. I can't see it being a hot commodity. He's got to go back to assistant status.
He doesn't do anything, bro. He doesn't do anything. I don't know what he does well, to be honest. But I never, a lot of times, I don't know why coaches don't never mind their business when it comes to the Knicks. If someone gets fired in Charlotte, nobody says anything. But if someone gets fired with the Knicks, people start talking, running their mouth. I don't understand why this is a topic. The team was bad. They played bad. They got blown out like 8 or 9 times the last 12 games. What is there to talk about? I don't understand. But CP, we got to get a smart person, a smart coach, smart GM, just something intelligent, man. I mean, we can't keep doing the same shit.
I hear you, man. Appreciate the call. The thing is that we realize there's no silver. I don't think there's a silver bullet to the coach because at the end of the day, we got to remember something. It's still a players' league. right? It's still a players' league, man. Like, never forget. Like, well, we're small fans. It's a players' league. Players play, coaches coach, and you need the talent to win. So, just like Larry Brown came in, he went 23-59. D'Antoni wasn't that great. When was he great? With the Rockets, with the Suns, when he had the better pieces, the complementary pieces. He wasn't good with the Lakers. He wasn't good with the Knicks because they didn't have the proper horses. And so it still has to be complementary. And you just have to, with a young team like this, you have to say, okay, the most important thing for this coach is how does he develop some of these young guys to get the most out of them? How does he develop some of these young guys to get the most out of them? And do you trust the infrastructure of the whole organization to develop that team? The team we need to be looking at and emulating right now is the Toronto Raptors. I've been saying it. We need to emulate the Raptors and how they, built that culture and built their farm team up and built that whole team. With that, that's where we need to be looking at as the prototype on how to build this thing. So we'll see. Mike Miller could end up being the guy. Mike Miller could end up being a guy. So we'll see how it all plays out. But appreciate the call, Max. Let me go to Wasi. Wasi was waiting for a little minute. Wasi, we'll go into overtime for you, man. You're the closer, man. What's going on?
Yo, I just ran from the bathroom because I heard you.
Yeah, it's all good, man. What up, man?
Yeah. Nothing much. I'm doing good. First time caller. I met you outside of MSG. I was the Porzingis ass guy.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, what's up, bro? What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about dude, like you were just saying, I think Mike Miller has the ability to be the guy. Like, he was a little timid today, but you can see subtle changes already. Not particularly in the defense, because I think it'll take a little more time of the event. But, like, for example, like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when the point guard, whoever the point guard was, when they dribbled past the half court, instead of passing it right away, they did some crisscross thing where it's like they would bring it closer to the 3-point line, and when they handed it off to Randall, instead of dribbling, he would, like, aggressively go towards the basket instead of, like, taking his time with it. I think that made a big difference with Randall, too, because besides missing the biggest free throw of his life, like, he was playing pretty solid today. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I thought he was playing within himself. I thought
like,
he was playing within himself for, say, 3 out of the 4 quarters. I thought he was. Again, when they got into frantic, closing time, he just couldn't deliver for us. And, again, it came down to the free throws. Got to hit him, and he just couldn't close it out for us.
Yeah, definitely. And I also think, like, we had 24 assists today, and we're averaging 19 on the season. So I know it's not a big difference, but I felt like, the game was way more exciting than the last couple games have been, and you could feel that free flow. And, yeah, people are saying it's because, new coach, the juices are flowing. But I don't know, man. Like, he went 108 and 92 with Westchester. Dotson thought this was a G League. He was throwing up everything.
Dot was letting it fly, man. He had a new lease on life.
Yeah, he got too comfortable. But yeah, I definitely think he has a chance, to be our coach. Obviously, I would prefer someone else, but he looks like he's defensive minded. He moves the ball. So we'll see where that goes.
See where it goes, man. Appreciate the call, Wasi. Appreciate the call, man. Finish up that session, man. I don't know what you was doing in the bathroom, but hey, man, that's on you, man. I hope everything works out for you, man. But I appreciate it, man. Like I said, for you guys, I would definitely temper expectations on the Mike Miller. Whether he's a guy or not, I have no idea. Listen, I don't think the Knicks did anything revolutionary tonight. They still lost the game, and we've seen those type of things from this team early in the season. It's, can they keep it consistent? Can they build on it? Can he get the most out of this clunky roster? Can he find the right pieces that fit together with what we have right now? Then you got to look at the front office. December 15th is vastly approaching. They have 2 months to kind of try to either get something for the future or get something that'll help a little bit for right now to kind of alleviate some of the glut the clutter that we have in the lineup. But again, you saw some adjustments. You saw some things that you liked, right? But the Knicks still lose 104-103. Just to sum it up, 1 for 14 in the final 5 minutes and 17 seconds. The Pacers didn't even score. The Knicks were down by 5 points, and they could not score 6. That was the name of the game. They were down 5 and could not get 6, and they lost the game, man, 104-103. That's how it is, man. This show is available in audio podcast format. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa. Remember that. On the podcast is where it's at. If you missed the live video, check it out in audio. It's always available as soon as the show is over. To those of you new in the chat, we also run a replay of this show the next day for those of you that want to continue the conversation. We also have our Twitter groups. Share these videos on Twitter right now with hashtag PostGameNYK to get in our Twitter and Discord groups. And yeah, man, simple and plain, man. Don't forget, Scotch Porter, 50% off. Premium beer products. Hit the link in the video description. And yeah, man, salute to JLC. Had to get out of here. I definitely want to salute everybody that tuned in tonight. I think we hit the record for viewers, man. 1,500 for a Knicks loss for a 4-19 Knicks team. So I don't know if it's a Knicks. I don't know if this show is becoming better than the games, but I definitely appreciate all the loves. All the mods, appreciate all the hard work. Valentine Outlaw, appreciate it. Pranav, appreciate it. GL Rocks, Nick Bachers, appreciate it, man. Everybody that sent the super chat, appreciate it. Leon, appreciate it. Bad Book 1. Steve Stark, the Realtor, appreciate it. Los Main, appreciate it. Sean Shepard says, where is ISO? Hey, hopefully we'll free ISO soon enough, man. I definitely want to see that kid out there playing and having fun. Louis Soto, appreciate it. Thanks again for everybody for tuning in, man. Thanks again for everybody for tuning in. Darth Virtus, thanks for checking in, man. So we'll be back tomorrow to close out the week. Take some more calls tomorrow night. The good, the bad, the ugly, the weekly recap as usual. Yours truly, CP from KnicksFanTV. I'm out of here, people. Peace. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys.